is one of several undrafted players.
To her for isolation and late clock.
Ionescu.
Thomas, something to keep our eyes on.
Phoebish took a lot in his second year at passing out. Stewie gets over percentage. Always ready to make you pay. And she went after both. Ionescu got a good look. Thomas looking at Liberty. They had the advantage 4 on played here in Phoenix last year.
Size. Thomas doesn't love to look for her.
Here at Phoenix for 8 years. Taken away. Ice cold.
Its field goal percentage.
They turn over, and there you see Nate Tibbetts in his.
Look at that.
Not a lot of folks live straight shots. Mac got a good look
To make them pay.
JJ hunts. Shoot. From the outside.
Third side offense.
What they could do here could be very special here.
Tawana Bonner coming off of the bench, but sounds like unrivaled is a
time. And yes, Tawana Bonner has checked into the 9th year. Another player who, meanwhile, the Liberty, most of their.
Leah Copper.
And they're not getting any.
You will be hearing mismatch. Copper, a smaller player on the back.
And we will see you Tuesday. And Bonner.
In the chemistry between her and Alyssa.
Dan Whitcomb. Returning players, there's experience from the players on the floor.
At the top of the key.
Phoebish, 10 assists per game. That's a new career mix.
And she said she's happy to be
turnover. 2019. Meesman got herself. Natasha has always taken Burke in the game. Gets it inside. Shot in last points of the quarter with the head coach for New York who won a championship.
Good looks, penetrating obviously a lot.
Defense was great, holding Phoenix.
You know, we're playing
championship series against always a sad day when the WNBA Phoenix
season, but only one in the last 12.
Mercury, Ionescu with the penetration. Mr. Thomas going to come in at the next whistle.
Opportunity for them to create their own. Next year had an amazing T-shirt, but York at the Met Gala last year, I think.
Jonquel Jones, who won it last year. That's a tough
situations on their offense. Smaller lineup in for the Phoenix Mercury.
Nice off the glass.
How she has managed the Mercury at the yards there. She beat Kalia. You want to use her size to cover up things, which has also deterred Alyssa Thomas to pass more than she loved to score. Thomas, when she's in the game, and then bring
the game back up.
The contest.
That was a terrific Thomas. Finally. Wow. No way coming back up the court.
Of course, she's from the
Poplar. The game now. One more game by 12 points, despite
Alicia Gray can get going
to the 3rd seed, but now everybody is assured. Ionescu using her body.
That's big.
She does indeed.
About how her footwork has been how you were rotating on dip
line, her drives, her mid-range.
Thomas, Alyssa.
Fast break situations.
Couldn't get off a shot. 2, but when Alyssa Thomas is top than they did in the first 10 minutes.
She's gotten a couple screens in the middle of the floor.
Jones coming in for Emma. Alyssa with points of the afternoon. Steps back. Phoebish. Dewey hits Dewey, Sabrina Ionescu in the top. 15 seconds. The ball up. Jones, physical is the contact on the wrist, therefore it's not a return. Natasha Mack, not game like this. Could be instead. Thomas rolling to the basket. He's right back to Cloud before the game.
It's Ionescu and other perimeter.
And that's for these playoff games.
With some screening action. What do you want to see?
No, that's okay. You're working, buddy. And Natasha Cloud not starting this
big miss because she kept
here and knows how important Cloud of this Liberty team.
It's a foul called.
To go. She's taking off her warm-up jacket.
Another fantastic offensive team. Remember for Phoenix?
Yep, to Oliver over to Brooke, who started for Clark. Has a conversation right now with Sandy Grunt.
And the lineup gets a little bit bigger with depth, especially now that they're healthy. Hello, happy to have everyone back.
100 after that.
When they're all on the floor together, so they're
On the road. Create a little bit of separation.
Session game. They know that they can't afford it.
And is a starter as a
Williams.
I mean, and she's a rookie. Stewie gets it over Fever. Good 2 games this year in which they hit 9. Satu. Ionescu working on the Stewie guarded by down. Ionescu, I don't think she knows foul. Stewie looks to be okay. Thanks. Good. Stewie over top.
Will score.
First through. Just picked up. But it was covered well by Thomas. Let's pass to Whitcomb. That was
Starting off their playoff run.
did not have numbers. Now 4. Matt. Neesmith. Burke left open. And 5 from the floor. Does have 6 rebounds.
To get really any continuity in their half. Their offense struggles to get any connectivity.
And then guarded well by Matt. Still got a field goal. Yeah.
Perfect.
And even though they only over to Phoebus. She was just kind of Whitcomb over Yones. She's going to do it. Out and Jonquil Jones will check in. What a matchup. Fade away.
Handle Alyssa Thomas at that
11-0 Phoenix run to the free throw line. WNBA players. First 10 collectively. Jones walked the Westbeld left open. Bounces back on top. Shot clock. Neesmith.
their miscues. New York's got to take
series. It goes to Brooklyn on Wednesday. Happen. Throws it up herself. Out of that mismatch. So
possessions will become so important.
Attempts, but she can do that. That's what they out there with none coming. Thomas. Perfect.
Know each other well.
For Copper. Be quick, pardon me.
Phoenix has not been great in late clock.
Ionescu just took a quick step. Thomas over.
Decides to deal with Alyssa Thomas.
And physical with Jones out on the perimeter.
To have a high hand, even though
Cloud, good luck from the top too. Bottled up.
Good job by Satu covering up that shot. She's a little gassed.
The 2 points off the bench. That's it for New York.
Contact there.
So then obviously look to the crowd and of course in the Sadly sisters.
I have all those in my head. I apologize. 18.
Offensive shots. Smaller lineup on the floor for New York.
Cloud again. Trying to skin that half-court offense this afternoon.
By getting the ball in her hand.
Of New York, 63 points. Sablu.
Passively, and so you may have to work for that look.
For Satu right now. 3-on-2. Copper.
Ball security, not turning it over, not. A live ball turnover, so Phoenix is floor down here for Phoenix. Alyssa Thomas.
Alyssa Thomas, determined.
Who wants to get to the rim.
Championship. Stewie needs to get one up. Decides not to challenge Stewie. Gets Chicago. Later, good defense by Sablu.
Inside. And turnover.
WNBA national TV schedule night. NBA app. Have all your info. Ionescu to JJ. Spins in the lane, puts it up. Ionescu puts up the shot.
I like to get free more in the middle of the floor with some screening action. What do you want to see?
Hey, Tibbetts, no words. No,
I
you're
know, that's
working.
okay.
You're working, buddy. Well, and as we look out, how about this, LaChina? Natasha Cloud not starting this.
Natasha Cloud played in the first half. That's a big miss because she kept.
He did coach her here last year, and he knows how important Cloud is. She is, to say the least, a key component of this Liberty team. Scoop.
The shot there, but there was a foul called.
Bench has that mask and appears to be ready to go. She's taking off her warm-up jacket. Washington
Another fantastic offensive team. Remember Christy Tolliver, who's an associate head coach for Phoenix.
Yep, Tolliver over. Well, Jones over to Brooke, who started for Clark, coming in at the next whistle. She has a conversation right now with Sandy Grun.
Wings, so they just shift things over. And the lineup gets a little bit bigger with both. Is that they have so much depth, especially now that they're healthy. It looks, and Sandy Brondello happy to have everyone back.
The season just one game over 500 after that.
This game today is very successful when they're all on the floor together. So they're
Champions. We have to start on the road. Sadly created a little bit of separation.
long range so far in this game. That New York is focused on is the possession game. They know that they can't have a possession lead. That's something they learned this season.
Has stepped in and is a starter as a
Chelsea Gray, Jordan Canada, Courtney Williams. I mean, and she's a hopper.
Stewie gives it over to Fevesh. New York had a game, actually 2 games this year in which they hit 9, which is a WNBA record. Satu. Unesco working on the Stewie guarded by shot clock winding down. Unesco, I don't think she knows. Staying in despite the 4 personal fouls. Stewie looks to be okay, thank goodness. Stewie over top.
When it comes to her being a 3-level scorer.
First. So Unesco just picked up 4. Stewie with the screen rolls off of it, but it was covered well by Thomas. Thomas bounce pass to Whitcomb. That was
This New York Liberty team, who are the defending champs, starting off their playoff run.
Thomas. Did not have numbers. Now quarter, they're 0 for 5 from the floor. Matt. Neesman. Burke left open. And Neesman just 1 of 5 from the floor. Does have 6 rebounds.
Well, Phoenix has struggled to get really any continuity in their half. Different ways throughout this game. Their offense struggles to get any connectivity.
Playmaker, and it has worked so far. Neesman guarded well by Max. Still got it. We're 7 minutes in. They haven't hit a field goal.
2-player game there with DeWanna Bonner. Perfect.
And even though they only... Unesco over to Fevesh, who was just caught. Whitcomb over Ionescu. She's thinking about
Bonner
it.
thought about it.
She's going to do it. Dowd and Jonquil Jones will check in, guarded by Thomas. What a matchup. Fadeaway defense list.
Just, do you want to switch? How do you want to handle Alyssa Thomas at that?
Miss. 7-0 Phoenix run. DeWanna Bonner heads to the free throw line. Game. WNBA court uplifting the league and WNBA players. In this game, they had hit their first 10 collectively. He's got 4 fouls. Jones walked the pass of the 3rd quarter. Westbeld left open. Phoenix bounces back on top. Shot clock. Neesman
are helping Phoenix stay in this game with their miscues. New York's got to take
in one of this best-of-3 first-round series that goes to Brooklyn on Wednesday. Shot clock. Unesco has to make something happen. Throws it up herself. Stewart behind her there and passed out of that mismatch.
Struggled from long range. Possessions will become so important.
Has missed 6 of her 7 3-point attempts, but she can do that. That's what they... Sox are looking for an upgrade on that foul there, with none coming. Thomas. Perfect!
Between Bonner and Thomas. They know each other well.
In Connecticut for 5 years. Shot clock winding down for Copper. You have to be quick, pardon me.
Yeah.
Is not happy.
Phoenix has not been great in late clock.
Unesco just took a quick step. absent. Thomas over.
Tighter. How New York decides to deal with Alyssa Thomas.
Being physical with Jones out on the perimeter.
Hands up in time to contest. She still has to have a high hand, even though
Ionescu. Cloud, good luck from the top.
to rebound.
Stewie bottled up.
Really good job by Satu covering up that shot. Yeah, it was. Stewie definitely looks like she's a little gassed.
In this game, Leeseman with 2 points off the bench. That's it for New York.
There was a lot of contact there.
He was able to catch up with Sabrina Ionescu, then obviously look to the crowd, and of course 3 ducks on the floor, as we just mentioned, the Sadler sisters.
And all those just basically calling my own game in my head. I apologize. 18 offensively.
Is doing the best job with their offensive shots.
With 5 minutes left to go.
Smaller lineup on the floor for New York.
Cloud again with New York. Phoenix struggling in that half-court offense this afternoon.
You want to make them pay on the other end by getting the ball in her hand.
For 49 of New York's 63 points. Satu Sablu
has been contesting defensively, and so you may have to work for that look.
A good look at it, but nothing's falling for Satu right now. On cold. Force the turnover. 3-on-2, Copper.
To this game is New York Liberty ball security, not turning it over, not they get going off of their defense.
1% from the floor.
Good thing it wasn't a live ball turnover, so Phoenix is someone's on the floor down here for Phoenix. Alyssa
Thomas determined.
And comes down the other end and gets the ball and wants to get to the rim.
Looking for WNBA championship. Ionescu forces her away from the basket. Stewie needs to get one up.
By the Phoenix Mercury.
Thomas decides not to challenge Stewie. Gets round. Beat Chicago. Later. Stewie. Good defense by Sabali.
New York look to go inside.
Lead.
And turnover.
Akoa Makani. Upcoming WNBA national TV schedule night. WNBA.com, the WNBA app, have all your info. Ionescu to JJ. Max with 7 seconds left to go. Spins in the lane, puts it up. Bound cleanly. Need a quick shot. It has to come from Ionescu. Puts up the shot. Phoenix.
I like